Hello guys and welcome to LawPutra's YouTube channel. Today we will discuss about corporate advocacy and independent advocacy. I am Jagannath Kulkarni and I welcome you all for this today's session, which is law as a career, law as a profession. While we talk about the law, first of all we must know what the law is, what it does, what it emphasizes, what it implies. It is meant for protection of right. Now when we say right, it is taken in the both ways. What is the right? The person is right or the person's right. And it is the protection from wrong. Whatever is being happened to that person, the litigant, the protection from that wrong needs to be provided. Law makes us realize, all of us, that its power on people's lives. What the law has got the power which will impact the people's lives in their day-to-day living. And its effective interpretation, most important. Everyone can interpret differently. But what is effective interpretation of any law given which governs you that can mitigate the loss of income? Then we talk about the legal education. Once we have decided to undergo the law, undergo the education of law, we need to see what the legal education. So in our country, India, it is governed by BCI. We all know, Bar Council of India. And we have the diverse legal career options which are combined with theory and practice. And these are the vital component in successful integration of people. Law is important for this. And this has helped in functioning of any country and more so in our country. It equips with variety of skills and makes aware of society and regulatory organs which are required. Then now we have taken the education, we have considered what is the law, we have taken the education in law, and now we have to choose law as a career. Now this law teaches us to be correct. It makes us the man of words when we are choosing the law as a career. It gives the excellent springboard for future life of the aspirants. It widens the thinking ability because you have to interpret the law which is enacted by the legislators, and it helps to analyze in most precise way. Whatever you are being analyzed, whatever you are going to analyze, you can do it in most precise way, and it makes to approach the task, any task given to you, in clear, reasoned and precise way. Then internationally diverse. If you are trying to enter, if you are wishing to enter the international, then it is the diverse, and it will have more intellectual challenges. So this way also it is lucrative, those who are looking for it. And it covers an essential part of our everyday living. Remember, it is for the protection of our rights. And then it provides a great stimulus for those who are keen to know about the legal framework in which we all are living in. Now, when we are choosing it as a profession for earn our living, then the law degree provides a wide range to choose from our professions. If you can go into research, you can go into education, you can cover the government jobs, or you may opt for banking, you may opt for finance, and so on and so forth. But remember, the most popular classification distinction between law as a profession is either you are the corporate advocate, that will you will join some corporate firm and enter into corporate litigation, or you can become the independent advocate. That means you are going into the common litigation faced by the common people, and you will be doing work for them. Now we need to see, while we are choosing law as a profession, what should trigger us to choose out of these two, whether we should become the corporate advocate or we should go for the independent advocate. And for corporate advocate, there are clear benefits. You have got the strong and unified company culture underlying the business operations. There is well established business. You have to just work. Give your best for the business which is already made, and it is served to you ready made. Then there is a hefty sum of money from very beginning. There is nothing to establish yourself or any such thing. Whatever salary is fixed at the starting of your career, it will remain so, and it will be a hefty sum of money. There is assurance of job. It's a fixed job. If you work well, the job is continued. Suppose you are not, you are fired, you get ample time, reasonable time to search for any new job. And there is a good exemplary knowledge of business law, current business trends, legislative and regulatory requirements. So these are the whys why you should go for corporate advocate. Now you don't want to go for corporate advocate, then you need to go for independent advocate. Here you have got the opportunity, you can explore yourself to get the name and fame. Initially, you need to work hard, but later you will get what you demand. Once you are established in the market, you will get huge amount of money. And there is the autonomy. You are the independent. You have the liberty to make your own choice. You can choose your clients, you can choose your fees, you can choose your own practice area. No binding at all. Whatever you choose, choose. There is a prestige. And as an independent advocate, you will be the hallmark of prestige for society. It's impressive. Your degree, authority over the others. Once you say that you are the independent advocate, see your status in society. There is lot to learn about the practical problems of people at large, the society at large, community at large, and you are placed or employed throughout the year. You need not worry about the low economy, market failure, war, nothing. It is not going to affect your profession if you are going to be the independent advocate. But at the same time, we also need to say why we should not opt for these two professions, any of these two professions. You need to see your own circumstances in this way. Corporate advocate, you do not get employed throughout the year because if the low economy, there is the less job availability. The long, if the economy is stronger, then the law firm is also stronger. And there is lot less time and lot much work. You are forced with huge burden, deadlines, insane hours, immense pressure. If you are fit into it, go for it. In case of independent advocate, it takes years to build a career. Initially, you have to establish yourself, and it is tough to move from place to place initially. You have to, and it takes time to build the goodwill, most important, to establish you as an independent advocate in the market, litigation market. And no or less money in the beginning, that also can happen. You have to be ready for it. Some more why nots, let us see. In case of corporate advocate, you will have to work under control, someone else's control. You are not allowed to make your own decisions. You are forced to work on set guidelines, and there is the desk work. You need to sit in your work area, either cabin or cubicle or whatever, and you have to work continuously. The place is fixed, the job is fixed. Also, you will have the formal work, less interaction with colleagues, no need to talk to other people, you have to just do your assigned job. In case of independent advocate, there are no clients initially, and people whose case is part of their life, they cannot let it go easily, and they will have the difficulty to put faith in you because you are not established. There is lot of hard work. You need to establish your name by giving time to your clients, listen to their personal problems, handle their rudeness, manage their annoying phone calls and whatnot initially. You need to search for work, the clients to have faith in you, and then they can assign you their case. Then after seeing this, let us see the suitability of it. You need to consider your interest, your capabilities, and then choose one of these. If this corporate advocacy is totally transactional based legal practice, it also covers real estate transactions, merger and acquisition transactions, security law, franchisee law, equity formation, entity formation, so on. And it is good at working for hours. Are you good? You can take the pressure. Go for corporate advocacy. Do you have the excellent communication skills most required? Then you can keep the strategic alliance rather than conflict. This corporate advocacy is the beauty is this. Then economic and financial data, if it catches your interest, the corporate advocacy is meant for you. Then new age advocates, they will always believe in boardroom battles rather than courtroom battles. So go for corporate advocacy. And there are the bright prospects, opening of markets, spurt in capital market related activities. There is the huge demand for corporate advocacy. Independent advocate, suitability. Let us see. If you have already have some experience, especially there are lawyers in your family who can offer you support, and you have the patience to establish yourself? Can you be dedicated in your work for your work? It is your profession. Do you have the good speaking skills, convincing power? Go for independent advocacy. And you should have the faculty for critical analysis, articulation of the problem, articulation of your argument, your drafting, everything. And this is the more of legal skills, less than the transaction and the very huge practice area. You can do it. It is said, doctor is a life savior. It saves one life at a time. Any doctor you take, he or she saves one life at a time. But a lawyer saves thousands of lives. Always bear this in mind while you choose law as your career. And never forget what is said by the great person, that is, do not try to become someone. Instead, you should try doing something. And this is the crux of why we are talking about the corporate advocacy and independent advocacy. And these are the golden words by Falius Nariman. So, thank you all for this discussion of today, that is corporate advocate and independent advocate. Thank you.